Hello, this is Becca from Willow Hill Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be working on a little collage that is a Rolodex collage, and I'm following along with Nellie and Ruth Designs on YouTube with her Rolodex challenge that she does each week. If you'd like to go and visit her channel, Nellie and Ruth Designs, you'll see what she does. I think she does them each Tuesday. And so here's my Rolodex card, and I've already covered the front part of the card where usually it would say name, address, phone number. And this is the back of the card where there's room for extra writing. And what I've done is I've just chosen some things from my Daphne's diary. My friend gave me a Daphne's diary journal for Christmas. And these are some of the little images that I chose from here. I thought they were so cute. There was lots of little images in here, and being that we're working with such a small canvas, I thought this was kind of nice to choose images from here. And so that's where I've gotten my images for this week. And so I've started by gluing something to the background, and this was a little portion of a page in my Daphne's diary. And this also came from one of the pages too. It was a border design. There are border designs if you're familiar with the Daphne's diary. Things like this where you can cut the little border off. That's just a piece of that one, but I guess like this. And you can choose to take part of the border off. So that's what I did there. That's what that is. And here's another little piece that I'm going to be adding to this corner here on my card. And I'll bring this down. And my feeling today, I know that Barbie, when she does this, she tries to capture her mood for that day. And my mood for today, it was a rainy day today, very rainy day here. And I was thinking this would be a day that my mom and I would be having a cup of coffee. And so I was thinking of the many wonderful times that we spent together, just chatting over a cup of coffee. And so these images that I chose made me think of her. And so I have this little vase here that I'll be putting on there. And she loved birds. We both love birds. And so I chose these little birds to put on there as well. And we always got together for a cup of coffee a few times a week. And then these little yellow boots that you would wear in your garden made me think of her. And she loved her garden and she loved flowers. And so I thought that that would be perfect to go along with this collage. And hopefully I can fit everything in there. It looks as if there's some kind of little edges on here that are a little rough. I'll just try to, there, that's a little better. So this vase I love. It just makes me think of a blue willow china. And so I thought I would put that on here, on this little tiny collage. I love these little tiny collages, and they're really a challenge to find little things to put on them that are kind of interesting and will fit to the scale of this little tiny canvas. And this little bird will be sitting here on this vase. I'll put him or her on there. My mother always fed the birds. We both do. Love to see the birds at the feeder. So this little bird landed on this vase, and will be there. And then there's another bird flying over to see that little bird. So I think I will add that as well. And I love the colors on here. I think that the colors are just so pretty. I was always a red person. Had red chairs in my living room and thought of red as a neutral. If you've ever followed Freddie Moran, the famous quilter, she always said red was a neutral. And I kind of felt that way, but I seem to be in a blue period now. So I love the colors in this card. So that little bird is flying to meet the other card. And I have to put a cup of coffee. This cup was actually kind of superimposed, but I needed to cut it out. I needed to crunch it a little bit more, tighten up the space because there's not so much space on here. And I'd like to add these little boots just because it does make me think of gardening and my mom. So I think maybe I can pop those here somewhere. I think I'll do that. This will be just strictly collaging, no coloring of any kind on this, or painting. Just kind of a happy, cheery little collage. And then I think I'll put the coffee cup up here, coffee pot, I should say, and cup here. Maybe I should kind of engage that boot a little bit, just so that I kind of like that. I think about there will be fine. This is a nice, easy one today. And just evokes such nice memories. We would often crochet together. She'd bring her crochet over here, or me to her house, mine to her house, and we'd crochet and have a cup of coffee and just chat away. I think that'll work out. And I'll just glue this delicious cup of coffee down. Let's see, I guess right there will be fine. And I already had gone ahead, I had glued these little background pieces down to my Rolodex card and cut out where it fits into the Rolodex, which I didn't even bring in here. But I think that will do it on there. And I may write Mother in here just because I'd like to see that, I think. And on the back, I just did some blue. Let's see, I used faded jeans here, Distress Ranger, faded jeans, and just did the edges and drew a little vine around that. And so my word for today is nostalgic, because I'm feeling my mood is nostalgic today with the rain and a cozy day for a nice cup of coffee I would love with my mom. She and I were such good friends. And I'll just put this here and try to get it to come out nicely. Nostalgic, that is my mood for today. And So that'll be on the back, and I'll remember that. And I think I'll just write Mother on here, because I'm definitely thinking of her today. Okay, and if you'll just hold on a second, I will grab my Rolodex and I will put this in with the other card that I've done. This is my second. I had forgotten to bring my Rolodex in, and I said I was going to cover these alphabet cards or dividers, and haven't gotten around to that yet. But this is definitely a vintage one that I've used over the years. And this is my first card here that is done. This was the first one. And I will just pop in this one was Feeling of Spring. And this is my second one that I will pop in there. Feeling nostalgic today. That was my mood for today. And that will go in like that. And aren't these just so pretty and cheery? We can go through our little Rolodex and see something cheerful and inspirational each day. And I'm thinking I will maybe ink around the edges of this. Let's see, do I have a brush here? I do. I think I will do just a little bit of inking around the edge. Let's see what that looks like. Just give it a tiny bit of color. I think that the inking just kind of adds a little something extra. And the Daphne's Diary really has nice little tiny elements that you can cut out and use on this tiny little landscape. This is such a little landscape here. I feel like that added a little something. And I wonder if we gave it just a little tiny bit of vintage photo too. Let me see if I have another brush. I do. See if that adds a little too. Yeah, I think it needed that. And the reason that I was drawn to the little coffee pot and coffee cup is because I was thinking of a set of coffee cups that my grandfather had bought for my mother one time and brought to her on her birthday. And I actually have those cups right now. And they are lusterware cups, and they're so beautiful. There, I think that adds a little something extra to it. So I'll put that in there, and that coffee cup definitely made me think of her cups, and this is what my grandfather had bought her. Just cover that so it doesn't dry out. And this was the lusterware, one of the lusterware cups that he bought her. And it's so pretty. I would guess that this is from the 1950s. Very, very delicate and just beautifully made. And I hope there's not a horrible glare. Japan, hand-painted Japan. So probably maybe the 40s or the 50s. I'm not exactly sure when he bought them for her. But this was the cup that was brought to mind when I saw this little image in the Daphne's Diary. So thank you for joining me today on this little journey. It's a fun little distraction. And I will see you in the next video, and I'm wishing you many blessings. Bye for now.